We are live. Okay. Gonna wait around so Instagram lets you know I'm live. I have my drink. I have greens and collagen. The greens is like a pineapple flavor and the collagen is like an orange cream flavor. So good. Hey, welcome. So I just wanted to do a live Q&A. I've never, I haven't gone live in a million years. I mean, pregnancy, postpartum, moving, all the things. I'm 14 months postpartum and just now going live. So, welcome. As you may or may not know, I just finished 75 Hard not too long ago. And it was my first time doing 75 Hard postpartum. And I didn't start it until, when did I start it? August? So like 8 months postpartum, right? I'm sorry, that's not right. 11 months. So I started 75 Hard at 11 months postpartum. I was not ready to do it before then. Some people are like hardcore and just like ready to rumble right away postpartum, but that was not me. I needed some grace. And the way I think about it is 75 Hard is like a, first, actually, I want to, if you're on live, can you let me know that you hear me good? And just like drop a comment, like let me know that you're here and listening. Very helpful. Thank you. So in my opinion, 75 Hard is not a beginner program. It's like a level up program. So for me, even though I had my habits like before pregnancy, and I actually did 75 Hard, I did the Live Hard year. So I did it for a whole year, essentially, before getting pregnant. And it absolutely changed my life. Like having that discipline really helped me with anxiety. It helped me with depression. It helped me with routine and habits and all the things. So it's something that I find to be very beneficial, but it's not for the regular everyday person who is, and this is my opinion, do what you want, obviously. But it's not for the regular everyday person who's doesn't have any sort of routine in place or any sort of healthy habits, unless you're somebody who can actually like really go for it and needs that push. But in my opinion, it can cause, if you don't have like a healthy relationship with food, if you don't have a healthy relationship with exercise, it could cause you to go like off the deep end. And become like super strict and not have balance in your life. And now there are people who can obviously commit to something that's pretty strict and come out of it on the other side and find balance, but I think some people cannot do that. So my recommendation would to be start to create some healthy routines with your fitness and nutrition first, have like a healthy relationship with your food to where you're eating healthy and not being obsessive. And dedicated and obsessive are not the same things. Where you can eat something like off plan and not freak out about it or feel like you have to work it off or have some sort of, because like with 75 Hard, it's like if you mess up, you start over. So it can create some like you have to be perfect with the program. Okay. So it's my opinion that it's not for somebody who's a beginner in their routine, because it could cause like a disordered approach to your fitness and nutrition. But it is great for somebody who needs to level up, who wants to level up, who wants to, just really solidify your routine. So anyways, that's why when I was postpartum, I am a whole new person. Like I am the same person I was before pregnancy, but also not. and I have to, like, I'm somebody who will always figure it out. But I knew that I wasn't ready for that commitment yet because I don't like to fail, and I didn't want to like half-ass 75 hard and like not really commit to it, you know? So, yeah. Well, that being said, I wanted to answer some questions you had about 75 hard and among other things, just to kind of, you know, chat and catch up. So somebody asked what was something that I wish I knew ahead of time that took me by surprise with 75 hard. So since I did it before, like this isn't the first time I've done the program, I'll refer to my first time doing it because I knew what to expect at this point. And I guess with having a baby, it does make it different because I have had to pivot a lot, be more flexible, that kind of stuff. But one of the biggest things that probably I would say took me by surprise the first time doing it was scheduling and like planning, because you have an outdoor workout, you have a second workout, can be indoor and outdoor, whatever. And you know, there's weather, there's events, you know, there's all sorts of things that go on through your life, and it's 75 days. So it's like, what is it? Like a month and a half, almost 3 months, or I'm sorry. Yeah. Almost 3 months, if I'm counting that correctly. So, it's a lot can happen in that time that's like not planned ahead. And so you do have to be flexible in your approach. You have to be able to like bounce back, and just pivot and make things happen. But planning ahead was really important with like knowing when I do have events coming up. Oh, the sun is like, so knowing when I do have events coming up, knowing the weather, that was a big one because I'm in Tennessee, so we have like tornadoes, we have snow, we have rain, and all sorts of things. Like while I did 75 hard this time around, we had 2 tropical storms come through, and I have a baby now, and I can't just walk in inclement weather because most of my outdoor workouts are walks, and I take a walk every day with my daughter, and like obviously if it's 1,000 degrees outside, if it's you know, storming, and I don't have like a thing to cover for the rain for the stroller, so that was an obstacle for me. But I just like planned ahead, knew my husband's schedule. So there was a couple times, it was during the tropical storms when it was like just raining all day long. I can't just bring her in the rain, you know? So I made sure to plan it to when he would be home. So I'm, you know, able to get that walk in. Or what I could do is have her in the garage, and then I'm outside in the driveway, which I did a couple of times, just in general, like when it was really hot or timing. Usually I think that was when it was hot, is like I would set her up in the garage and I would be outside in the driveway doing my outdoor workout. So really just not having like a specific, having to do the same thing every day, like being flexible in the type of workouts that I did was really helpful. And then how I manage walking with her, getting bored. Okay, so I haven't, and the weather thing. So I, you know, knowing the weather ahead of time was really key. And then just like planning accordingly with my husband. And I know that's like, we don't have, like, I work from home. We don't have, I'm not like out of the house, you know, and he has like not a normal 9-to-5 schedule. So it's like not always the same, so I can kind of maneuver. I mean, some days he's gone the entire day, some days he's home all morning, so it really just depends. And so I like just planning that ahead of time. And so I haven't done it in the winter, though last year, you know, I had my daughter in September, so we did go through the winter together, and we would take walks in the winter, just bundle her up, and, you know, dress accordingly and have blankets and stuff in the stroller. So, and she's totally fine. And with getting bored, I always have toys. I bring a pouch or snack. I mean, she's, you know, 14 months. So we use pouches like with the fruits and veggies or whatever. So I always bring a snack with us on the walk. I don't give it to her until we're about to leave the house, so it like keeps her occupied. And for now, it works fine. She's intrigued by things she sees on the walk, so who knows how that's going to change as she gets older, and eventually she won't want to be in the stroller, so we'll just have to see how that goes. So let's see what else. Somebody asked if walks count as an outdoor workout, and yes. Hi Jason. Somebody asked if the program is a part of BODi, and no, it's by Andy Frisella. He does the Real AF podcast, and he created this program like to level up in your life. So it's a totally free program. If you're wanting to do it, you can get the app 75 Hard on whatever app store, and it's a daily checklist for all the tasks that you do. It's really great. So if you're ever going to do the program, just make sure that you have that app, and you get to pick your diet. You get to pick the workouts that you do. Before I ever did 75 Hard, I was a 75 Hard hater because I thought that it had to be like super hard workouts every time. Like, of course it has to challenge you, but you know, sometimes even just pressing play on a workout, I mean, if you're doing a home workout, even just going to the gym, even just getting to a walk, even just showing up for a stretch is hard. So, and that's my opinion, like consistency over intensity is my approach. But everybody does it differently, you know? So a walk is absolutely a workout for sure. What else? So what's been the hardest task to do? It really depends on the day. Hey, oh my gosh, this dog. Sometimes, like, thankfully you can read. So it has to be a physical book, but also you can use a Kindle. And so, or like a, whatever. I mean, I was reading the Bible, so I had the Bible app or I had the physical book, and I still nurse. And so for nap times and bedtimes, it was like, that was really helpful for me to get the reading in, during those times, because I'm like nap trapped for a hot minute anyways. So I would just like pull up the app and read there. So that was really helpful, but also sometimes hard to do with being a mom because you can't really sit down and read very frequently. And so having like the app really helped me get the reading in. And then sometimes the water, I mean, it did depend on the day, especially if it was like weather or we had events, and making sure to get an outdoor walk in or any workout. It really did change from day to day. Someone said I have 4 kids, 1 6 months, and I just don't know. I don't want to fail. So again, like, I have a different lifestyle. I have 1 kid. I work from home, and you know, everybody's lifestyle is different, and the needs of your family and your kids' personalities and all the things are all different. So my best advice is like, have like really know why you're doing it and why it's important for you, and just know like you'll figure it out. Like, you have to have an attitude of like, no matter what, I'm gonna make this happen. If it's a oh, maybe I'll do it, maybe I'll find time, if I find time, like, you're definitely gonna fail. You have to approach it with a no matter what kind of attitude to follow through. And that's my advice. Because if I haven't worked out. I worked out today, but I took like a couple days off. And if I was doing 75 Hard, I definitely wouldn't have taken any days off. I mean, I still walked most of those days, but you know, having that mental fortitude for a challenge definitely levels it up, and you have to have that kind of approach of like, no matter what. And everybody's different, so it's like you just got to figure out what works for your schedule, what works for your routine, and just fit it in where you can. Okay, what else? And that's it for 75 Hard questions pretty much. So if you have any other questions about that, feel free to comment, and I'll answer them for you. So, okay. Am I going to be doing the BODi program with BODi? That's launching in December. I'm not sure. We'll just see. I'm just waiting to see how things play out. So it's a new program that BODi's launching. It has like a Pilates component, and it's a hormone health program. So it definitely takes what I've been doing with gut health and the gut protocol and like leveling it up. And so it's going to be more strict, more intense kind of approach to nutrition with gut health and hormone health. So it's definitely like on brand for me, but I'm just like not sure. I'm going to let it play out and see what happens. I'll probably, if I do it, I'll probably end up doing it in January after the holidays, because I don't want any part of that during the holidays. So, okay, what else? Current weight, I'm between 140 and 143 right now. I haven't broken out of the 140s. But since starting gut protocol, like when I came home from the hospital, I was still 180. I went into the hospital to have my baby at 180, and I was still 180 for a while until all the fluid went down, and I was 160 after that. And I stayed at 160. Well, I dropped to like 155, and then I gained weight. Like 150 to 155 after that initial like post-birth inflammation and everything went down, and then I gained weight and was 160 to 165 my entire postpartum until 8 months, no matter what I did. And that's when I started the gut protocol and eliminated things that were causing inflammation for me, and so that really made a big difference. I've lost 20 pounds since then, and kept it off and kind of just lingering here. I'm still breastfeeding, so I don't have any I'm still showing up every day, but I kind of let it go at this point in terms of weight, and just, kind of be here for now and just see what happens, keep doing what I'm doing. And so before pregnancy, I was 125 to 130. It's always a 5 pound, give and take, because hormones, women, cycles, all the things. So it was always 5 pound range of my weight. So 125 to 130 is where I was sitting. And so then I got up to 180, and now I'm down to 140 to 143 ish. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of my greens. Okay, what's the one thing that helped me the most? I think she's talking about postpartum, with weight loss. Removing inflammatory foods for sure. Getting out, and I know you said one thing, but getting out to walk. Oh, I thought that was a dog. Every day, it really helps, just mentally too. And getting those steps in and all the things just adds on to, because, you do a workout for 20 minutes to an hour, depending on your day, your lifestyle, your routine, whatever. That's such a short part of your day. So your overall expenditure is what counts the most. So your steps, moving around, parking farther away when you're going to the store to add up those steps, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, those types of things add up in your overall calorie burn type thing. And just walking more is really good for your wellness anyway. So I would say walking, sunshine is great for mental health overall. But what helped me the most with weight loss was removing inflammatory foods for sure. Okay, what else? Okay, do I like purple tea better than Energize, and what's the difference? So, I've been drinking Energize for years and years and years. It's a BODi pre-workout, and we were getting 6 tubs a month, because my husband and I both drink it, and we would have about 3 servings a day, because we don't drink coffee, we don't drink other things. So, and I love caffeine. And also new parents were tired. So I was having 3 servings a day or so, give or take. And After what happened with BODi, if you're new here, I mean, I'm not going to go into the details, but essentially the business is changing. And so I decided that I wanted to just try other things because we were kind of like stronghold into the brand and we weren't really allowed to try it. Because here's the thing, they weren't saying you can't use other products or anything like that. It's like you can't share other products. So it's like if I am using stuff that I like and it's helping me because I share what helps, that's the whole thing. That's the whole deal here. Is like I love to share things that are helping me. I love to help other people. I love to spread the joy, you know? So, and I help people with their health and fitness. And if there's something that I'm using that is helping me in those areas, I'm going to share about it. And so I just didn't even bother to try other products, other brands, because I love BODi and I'm loyal and committed. And so it's just like, I just didn't. So anyways, there's this purple tea, that I've been wanting to try for over a year, and I just didn't because I was spending all my money on Energize, but also like I just didn't want, what I just said. So after everything happened, I mean, we still get like one Energize, I think, but I wanted to free up those funds essentially to like spend in other areas and just try to see what other products out there that I like. And so I tried the purple tea and I absolutely love it. I drink it in the morning, and here's the thing, like with Energize, I love it too, but I would have it in the morning and then I would feel like I need another caffeine boost by the afternoon or like when I go on my walk. So kind of like late morning. And then I would have another one before my workout. And so I'm having 3, and sometimes I would feel like I need another boost, between second nap and bedtime. And I was just like taking caffeine to constantly like boost my energy because again, tired mom. And so what I'm finding and what I found when I started the purple tea is that like I would have my morning dose or whatever, my morning serving, and then I would go for my walk, do my workout, like do all these things. Maybe not my workout. Now I do without taking more, but like I would not feel like I needed another caffeine boost until my workout later in the day. And that was huge for me because I was just having so much and so tired all the time and feeling like I needed more caffeine. And so that was the biggest thing I love about it, is that it just gave me stable energy longer than Energize did. And also it gives you a mood boost as well. So like it would make me feel good, longer energy, boosting my mood. And my whole thing is like, I'm trying to boost the vibes, in the postpartum season. And I know I'm 14 months postpartum, but I still feel very much postpartum. And so it's like, my whole thing is like boosting mood, lowering inflammation, and that's like my whole, everything that I do every day is to do that, is to boost mood and lower inflammation, feel good. And that's what it does. Like it lowers inflammation, boosts your mood, burns fat, which is great, and gives you like a stable clean energy for a long period of time. So, I like it better. And so I haven't been drinking I haven't had Energize in weeks because I ran out, and I only get 1 tub a month now. So, highly, highly, highly recommend, which is why I'm always talking about it. So what else? I think that's it. Oh, one more question about, can I share about nutrition? Yeah, I recommend doing the gut protocol. I'm at a point where I'm past like the initial challenge. I lost 13, it's a 4-week program. I lost 13 pounds and 13 inches in the first 3 weeks of doing the program after being stuck for 8 months, not losing any weight or inches. And so I recommend following the program in that way. It is very high vegetable, low red meat. And so that's not really my favorite thing, I will say. Like, I think red meat is good for you. Eating lots of it is good for you. And so I'm kind of in this space now where I'm kind of tinkering with animal based, and so because that just I'm just kind of listening to my intuition, and that's what feels right for me, and that's what felt right for me when I was pregnant too. Lots of fruit. I mean, not lots and lots of fruit, but fruit, meat, certain veggies, and it just feels, and healthy fats. That just feels really good for me right now, and so I'm kind of leaning into that, while still maintaining, like, not eating those inflammatory things that really helped me when I was doing the gut protocol to the T with the program. So I recommend, like, doing that program and then finding a maintenance type situation. So if you have any questions about that, or you want to talk more about your nutrition, you want to talk more in depth about gut health and taking a nutritional approach, because there's a lot of supplements out there that say that they're going to cure your gut health. And I think that there are things out there that can help, like probiotics, and there's some supplements that can help. I mean, I'm finding with the purple tea, what I call purple perk, that's helping me a lot with the inflammation in my gut. I was having a lot of pain around my C-section scar and stuff like that, and so I'm finding that it's like massively helping with that because it's lowering inflammation in my body as a whole. But I also eat that way. I do ice baths. I actively work on stress management. I actively work on reducing inflammation overall. So I think that there's things that can help and assist, but at the foundation, if your nutrition is crap and you're eating a bunch of inflammatory things, no supplement's going to help you. So it's like you have to start there. And so if you have any questions about that, like, just shoot me a message and we can talk. You can message me gut and I'll send over the information, like the word gut, GUT, or message me GUT24, and I'll send you information. I'll give you like a 7-day meal plan that is animal based and one that is for vegetarians or vegans. And I'll send over some tips to help you get started with your gut health. And then give you like information on the more detailed full program that I did to lose weight initially, and that continually helped me overall. So anyways, that's that. Thank you all for asking your questions, and if you have any more specific questions, feel free to reach out. I'm an open book, like absolutely will help in any way that I can and help you with your nutrition, your wellness, all the things. So I'm going to go head out and spend time with my family. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.